Mark's Main Real Estate Hotline. We do have Titan cornerback, AFC South champion cornerback, Elijah Molden, back with us. Elijah, what's going on? Let's try this again.
No, I know. I think we'll be better off this time around.
Yeah, I can already tell we are. So the question I want to lead off with is, I mean, yeah, you guys are AFC South champs. There's still a lot of business to be taken care of, both against the Texans and then whatever you're going to do in the playoffs. But you're a first-year player who I think maybe got on the field more often early than maybe you otherwise would because of injuries and because they needed you out there. When was the moment when you felt like, I'm ready for the challenge? Like, you went out there and there were times that you looked a lot like a rookie early, but lately we haven't been saying that. So how long did it take you to feel like, all right, we're in the NFL now and I can do this?
Yeah, man. I was talking with a couple of my teammates yesterday, like about rookie year and learning the defense, and a lot of times they'll have rookies learn multiple positions just so they kind of have a good understanding of the defense. So really, like, the first couple weeks, it was like, the baptism by fire. And I didn't really know much, I was out there playing my hardest and doing all this stuff, but compared to what I know now in the defense, like, I knew I was naive back then. But that being said, I'd probably say, like, my first big play was the forced fumble versus Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
After that play, that gave me a lot of confidence and kind of propelled me into what I've been able to do since.
So we talked to Ryan Clark. Obviously played with my broadcast partner Ramon Foster for years in Pittsburgh, and RC came on and said really nice stuff about you before we ever saw you suit up in a Titans uniform. Said he worked with you, said he loves your intelligence, loves what you're going to be able to do, and said that the Titans made a knockout draft pick. What was it like working with RC, and what was he able to kind of instill in you before you got here?
Yeah, so I've never actually worked with them, but we've kind of just crossed paths on the social media world. I have a ton of respect for him, and he said some nice things about me and what I was able to do in my college career, and yeah, I mean that's just a guy that I have a ton of respect for.
Yeah. I was telling Jay, when you were on the first time, I was like, how I know he's a pro now? Because you referred to football as a job. Like,
no doubt, yeah.
That's one thing about it. But speak on that, like the details that you have now as opposed to what it was in college, on just the stuff that's at stake is, yes, the check is beautiful, but the idea that you love the game stays the same and it shows on the field too.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're getting paid now, and I know in college they can get paid too, so that'll be interesting in the next couple of years as that unfolds. But at least for me, it's like, I'm not going to school anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I wake up and I go to work, and then I go back home, and I still have to watch film and all this stuff, and this is something that I've loved since I was a kid. So in terms of like love for the game, that stayed the same, but I think my relationship to it has changed just a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's going to grow every year, and I'm excited to see where it takes me.
Being around the vets, especially a guy like Kevin Byard and guys who was here last year like Jeffrey Simmons, man, I'm sure they speak about some of what last year was for them defensively. To be a part of this team right now, especially on the defensive side, to where you guys have controlled offenses and really controlled the pace of games moving forward, man, what are the conversations like with those guys and yourself being a part of this new 2021-2022 Titans defense?
Yeah, I mean, I watched some film on them last year because I wanted to go into my draft interview, kind of knowing what I was talking about. So from the outside looking in, I knew there would be opportunity to contribute.
Mm-hmm.
And then right when I first got here, KB was talking about how, as a whole defense, we look good, and like, we were showing promise early in training camp. So now that we're having success and we're starting to put together some good games, we're not too surprised. We just have to keep it rolling every week. Every week's a new week. And, just building off of what we did prior and keep on getting after the ball.
Yeah. When you guys were preparing for Miami, look, they were on a 7-game win streak, and they were doing a lot of good things. Did anything catch you off guard yesterday, or did you guys really feel like the plan that you had worked to perfection? I mean, you guys nearly pitched a shutout, and Tua looked pretty confused all day long. Did it just feel like you guys had a beat on what they were trying to do offensively?
I mean, we knew, especially with the weather conditions, we knew they were going to give Tua easy passes. They're an RPO type of team, and they're a game plan type team. So the first 15, 20 plays, they're pretty much going to keep on going back to those if they have success. So, like every game, they're not going to give you exactly what you see on film. They're going to have a little a curveball. So once we adjusted to that, then that's when we really started having fun.
As a team, man, like, how does it feel to have that conversation that you guys are the number one overall seed in the AFC and you get that bye week? And by the way, I don't know if your vets told you, but you don't get paid for the bye week in the playoffs either. Don't go looking for the check then. But the idea that you have it, that's the prize.
Yeah. I'm hearing that's changing this year. I don't know. I got to talk to my agent, but we're not. I mean, it's easy to look forward to that bye, but personally. For me, I'm just looking forward to Houston. We gotta win one more, and that's the whole mentality around here. So, it'll be great, but we have one more good team to take care of. They've surprised a lot of people. Shoot, they even beat us last time we played them. So, we gotta be ready.
Yeah.
Take us inside the locker room. You guys are AFC South champions, second year in a row. Of course, your first year with the team. What was it like just being around the guys and the coaches and the celebration that you guys had yesterday?
No, it was a lot of fun, and it was fun to see the coaches let loose, and we all had the shirt on and the hats on. The second time we won back to back, and I think the first time was like in the 60s or something. So obviously it's a special thing. This is my first year, so I didn't know what else to expect. You know what I mean? I think I have a lot of friends around the league, and even my dad too. He only won one playoff game his whole career. So I'm blessed to be on a winning team, and a team with a good culture.
Yeah, that's huge, man. Soak it up. Like I said, it gets harder every single year depending on who you're playing and what other teams are doing around you. Soak this one in, enjoy it, make this the standard. Elijah, that's pretty much all I could tell you. It's fun when you're winning like this.
No doubt. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun, and it's tough to win in this league, as you know.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
So you guys got Houston. If you take care of business, you're number one seed. But just think about the idea of you're coming from Washington, and you come in, and in your first year, you're going to the playoffs with a team that a lot more people are talking about, and you don't even have your running back yet. And
right.
You can even speak to that as you're watching it on the sidelines. How impressed are you guys watching the physicality with Foreman and the way that he's running the ball right now?
No, it's fun to watch, and I was even talking to Jared before I got on this call. Your intro had that, his 20-something yard run, and I heard the commentator. That's fun to hear because we never hear that type of stuff. We're on the sidelines, so it's fun to hear, the commentator go crazy like that, and it's fun to watch, and whenever we, the offense is clicking in, the defense is clicking, and we're playing complementary football. That's just when good things happen.
Did you hear the referee with the hey call, by the way?
Yeah, man, that kind of broke the internet a little bit yesterday. That was funny.
Never heard that before in my life, but it was spot on for Nashville, man.
Hey.
Yeah. That's awesome, Elijah.
Well, Elijah, enjoy the week, brother. We appreciate a couple of minutes of your time. We're enjoying watching you play and acclimate to Nashville, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys in the playoffs. Want to see you finish strong Sunday, stay healthy, and then let's see what we can do for the Music City in January.
Yes, sir. Thank you both. I appreciate it.
No doubt.
That is Elijah Molden. Dan Orlovsky, what are you doing, bro?
What do you do now?
Tweets out, Matt LaFleur is Coach of the Year. Nick Sirianni should come.